Howdy folks. This is crazy. I've had 4 tools now. This is another tool for this week failed. We can't show it because it got in here and there were problems. I contacted the manufacturer and they said, oh, you know, send it back. You know, so we're doing something else. Meantime, we did get something in from somebody that usually sends us pretty interesting stuff, and I had okayed this without realizing what I was looking at. It was it's for you know, cutting your way into a bank. It's a diamond core drill. Ooh. Yeah, so Vevor sent this over to us, I guess about a week ago or so, and it's I understood it was like a hole saw set, like get one out like you know, like that. But these are diamond, industrial type diamond, and they're fused in with the teeth here to cut into tile, glass, you know, that kind of thing. Glass, yeah. I can't imagine cutting glass, period. And there's different sets, so this is going to get confusing because this set, as you can see, has a shank on here that would go into like a drill where you would actually use these to drill. Most of these type of cutting systems use a angle grinder at an extremely high speed. And in fact, this manual that came with it shows you using the angle grinder, and of course you look at these in tools and it's like, yeah, these are not adaptable to an angle grinder. So what happened? You know, oh, so it's another weird blowout, I guess, but it's at least it's not the end of the world blowout like some of these other tools have been coming in. This one here's just got a little glitch. So this here, the manual, I guess you can kind of ignore it because it doesn't cover this set. It actually covers the angle grinder high-speed set. So in order to use these, you're going to need a strong high-speed drill, maybe like that big vertical one I've got there. And then it depends what you're cutting. It mentions ceramic and of course tile and glass. So anything, those are really hard surfaces. So of course a diamond cutting, you know, that'd be pretty cool. It's got this really weird kind of coating on here. I guess that helps to bond the diamond to the actual bit so that it will, you know, cut the material. So I went over and got myself a piece of tile. Yeah. And I guess we're going to try something a little crazy. It says wet or dry, and I've always done the water thing, the wet, you know, for cutting any kind of tile, always. Just keeps the fumes and garbage down anyways, I think, but it also helps keep the tool nice and cool while you're doing it. Now, the other problem I'm going to need is a high-speed drill, and I've got lots of battery stuff here. Those are not high-speed drills. They're nice to use, whatever, but they're not high-speed. So I've got a couple small ones here. I've got an old Ryobi, and she's a high-speed. Let's see if she'll shank up. I think she will. Now, if this will hit the shank, which I think it will, I'm not sure 100% because this is a small, cheap Ryobi. Oh yeah, it'll work. So let's do a small hole, something simple, easy, and we'll put this on the Ryobi and we'll see if we can cut a hole in this stuff. And I guess I'm going to wet this thing down somehow, or at least get a little cup of water or something to run with it. And that way we can, we'll see how we do. Okay, this is just dry, which like I said, I'm sort of against, but I just started a little bit and I've already got, looks like a hole made just about in here. The trick with this, because it doesn't have that center bit in order to guide it or something, is to start it on an angle and get a little groove started that you can, you know, in the right spot, of course, and then stand the drill up and, you know, finish the cut. So you sort of start like this and then okay. I see you. Yeah. Wow. I did not expect it to work that easily and that good. Wow. That is that is pretty cool. These comes with this case from Vevor. Yeah, the only thing is, just like I said, most of the instructions you're probably going to have to ignore because this is a shank set. Now, it's a very inexpensive set. I think it's, if I last checked, I think it was around $39-ish, so I'm not exactly sure where that falls. The other problem I've got here with this one is the size, and I'm thinking it's metric, but I don't see anything stamped on here, so it doesn't tell me what size of hole I'm actually making. So you'd have to kind of you know, you sort of figure that one out. Yeah, because I don't see anything. And this is just a, I don't know if we could do it with a power, like a battery drill or not. This did a really great job. But this type of drill are really inexpensive, but you know, they got a really good high speed to them, usually around 2,500 RPM. The big set that chucks up with the grinder, if you can imagine the speed of what you're working with now. All of this goes against the grain from my teaching, because the harder something is, usually the slower the cutting speed. If you're a machinist, you'll know exactly what I'm referring to, but generally really hard stuff is like you have to cut very slowly in. You don't go at high speed. An example of that sort of thinking is if you think about a wood lathe and how high speed it has to spin in order to cut with you know, the chisel and stuff on like a wood lathe. Then when you get into metal lathe, you know, that sort of thing, you're cutting at a lot slower speed because you have a harder material, and that's generally just a rule of thumb. But with the diamond, with this diamond tip like this, and something as hard as like this material here, such as this is a nice piece of hard ceramic, you know, tile from Home Depot. Picked it up this morning, 59 cents. Got a hole in it now. I should take it back. Hey, there's a hole in this one, you know. That did a really, I'm kind of surprised how easy that was. That went through a little too easy almost. Wow. Now it also said glass, so I'm going to see if I can find a glass bottle or something. Maybe we can cut glass. I have never done that, no. Okay, we're just going to try to cut a piece of glass here with one of these. Just see, I really don't know about the glass thing. I've never heard of cutting glass before, but yeah. Well, I think I was doing great till I smashed it, but it might have cracked even. Yeah, it has a crack, I think. But it did cut through glass, and it made a hole. I don't know how well you can see that, but here, focus. Yeah, it made a hole through a big solid hunk of glass. Shoo, that is creepy. Okay, wow. Wow. There'll be a link in the description below where you can find this this kit. It's from Vevor, so I think the link will probably be directly to Vevor. I don't think it will be through Amazon. I'll have to double check on that. I don't believe Amazon carries this set. And it's about half the price of any of the other ones I've seen online, actually. It's a really good price, which is, good old Vevor always says, you know, tough tools for half the price. So I can't get over that hole through that, and that's thick, heavy glass. An old candle. It's been laying around here for quite a long time. I sort of didn't want to throw it out because it's a beautiful piece of glass, but at the same time it's kind of a useless piece of junk since the candle is about finished in it. I can't get over the way it cut that glass. Yeah, it did. And it also did a really terrific job on tile. So tile and ceramics would really be awesome. Glass, boy, you'd have to be careful with what you're doing there. I don't believe in cutting glass usually, but wow, okay. So apparently if you're into something where you need to cut holes in tile or ceramic or do something with glass, apparently this set will get you through. Now there's 10 pieces, and they start at 6mm, the smallest one, and they finish out somewhere around 65mm, and you have other sizes in between. But because this is the US, you would have to really check to see what cut size you're actually going to be getting with these, because you know, and I know the metric over here just really doesn't fly that well at this time. But you've got 6, 8, 10, looks like 20, 25, 30, or 35, and all the way up to 65mm. So it's not bad, you know, it's a set. If you're into arts and crafts even or something like that, and you make something and you need to cut down on ceramic or something like that even, again, you know, something like this might be the ticket. This is a really messed up day because we had another tool that failed when it came in the door here. So 4. We're gonna keep score this year, and we'll see how many failures we get. Now, I did hit the wood, this plywood here on top of my bench, because that was to protect my bench from these things. And to tell you the truth, it didn't even hardly make a dent in the plywood. It's not for wood. So, you know, I have Milwaukee set anyway for that sort of thing. So let's just wrap this up and just say, hey, thank you for watching Coffee and Tools. Please like, share, subscribe, ring the notice bell. And we give stuff away. We give tools away. This will be a giveaway coming up. Yeah. Meantime, I'm out of here. Wow. Calling it a short day today, but over and out.